Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my London walking videos. This is part 2 of my walk in the O Street area of London. We are already halfway into the walk, so if you haven't seen part 1 of the video, I hope you can go and see that as well, because that will give you a lot of background information to this area. In part 1 of the video, we started off the walk at the O Street Tube Station section. Now, O Street Tube Station has been massively expanded, but the station also consists of a massive roundabout. It's a big roundabout, always very busy with cars going round and round in circles, and it's a busy intersection. However, in the last 15 years or so, there's been non-stop building work going around there because O Street used to be very run down, rough, kind of inner city area of London. But about 15 or so years ago, all this new age business, all this new internet, IT, technology sector, when they wanted to come and set up offices in London, there was nowhere else to go because everywhere else in London has been taken up with established businesses already there, and rent was fairly expensive. And then they turned to O Street because O Street is like right bang in the center of London. And because it's one of these rough inner city area, it was very cheap and there was office space going. So all this business kind of moved in, opened up their businesses and turning O Street around. So ever since then, the place has been undergoing constant rebuilding, development, transformation of some sort, and building work just continue ever since, forevermore, I think. So if you've seen part 1 of the video, you will see more of that happening. Thus, O Street area is being transformed from unadvertising, unappealing inner city London area into one of the most sought after and probably one of the most expensive areas, if it is not already so. You can tell this is one of those inner city London areas where life was busy and chaotic in the old days. Just look at the road and the building in general. The roads are rough, narrow, small. Buildings are just put up left, right, and centre with no design, no style or planning of any type. That's just how it was in the old days. People just put up a building wherever they want one to be. There's no plan into it. And all the buildings are closely packed together, very concrete. There's no wide open avenue with tree lined flowers and whatnot. If you compare this to other well designed and planned, more posher area of London like Bloomsbury or Bayswater, you can see there you have wide open avenue, tree lined, and all the buildings are the same style, looking very grand, with all white, all painted in the same color, same style, very wide, generous, looking very expensive sort of place. So compared to this, it just concrete, different style, different design, different period, total contrast to the two sides of London. This is Leather Lane, and there's been a street market around here for about 400 years. As the name suggests, originally this was where the leather trade was based. So you come here to buy and sell leather, but then the leather trade has practically disappeared and vanished now. That's not happening anymore. So the market evolved to become a clothing and shoe market, and then eventually it becomes a street food market. So nowadays it mainly sells street food and fruit and vegetables, but that only happens during weekdays because the food market is basically here to serve the office workers around the area. And as we are walking around on a Sunday, the whole place is closed and empty. Now, here's an interesting story that I remember from this walk. We were told, see that black and white timber looking building, we are walking towards it now, straight ahead of us. Well, this apparently was the only timber building that survived the Great Fire of London. In those days, a lot of the buildings in London were made from wood. So when a fire happened, it just burned everything to the cinders. But this was the only timber building that survived that Great Fire. The Great Fire was on the 2nd of September 1666. It lasted for 5 days, and pretty much everything in London that can be burnt got burned down. But this was one of those buildings that survived it. So it's probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest, timber building in London. And it's still looking really well. It's fantastic looking building. I would love to go in and have a look at the inside of the building. Unfortunately, not possible. Can only admire it from the outside. And from what I can see, it's a lovely, gorgeous looking building. We are coming up to this really nice looking Wotherspoons pub, and this was where the walk with the group ended because pretty much everyone decided to end the walk by going into the pub. I wanted to join them, but I couldn't because I've already got other things arranged, so I had to give it a miss and leave the group inside the pub. Maybe next time I shall make a note of coming in here to have a meal to see what it's like inside. In the meantime, I left the group inside the pub and continued with my walk down towards Holborn Tube Station. We are coming to the end of this walk, everyone. I am reaching Holborn Tube Station, where I'm catching the train to go to my next destination. So this is where the video is ending. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you again in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you then. Bye.